Ladies, we're here. 200. I can't even believe it. Episode 200 is so special to me. If I had confetti, I would do it. I should have. Because 200 weeks this podcast has been. And I remember when I very first started it and being so nervous. And I remember even the first year having to script every word because I was so nervous. And now I just get up here and freestyle it. I mean, I do have an outline. I do like think about it a little, but I tell you, ladies, I think it's always amazing to go back and look at where you were and where you are and how much you grow through any process that is different and new. And so in this episode, we have Coach Dana and Coach Nancy with us, and they're really going to introduce themselves first. And then we're going to talk about new to this work. You know, ladies, I know when I say mindset change, feel your feelings, that you can lose weight and eat foods that you enjoy, all of this stuff. I think when ladies first join, they don't know where to start. They don't know where to begin. They're just like, oh my gosh, this feels overwhelming. And some of it is a little perfectionist, right? We want to do all the things, but I want to really share with you when they started, what really helped them. And they work with new clients. And so, what has helped the new clients. So Coach Nance, introduce yourself to the ladies. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Coach Nancy. I started with Transform in March of 2020, but I really didn't start until May because you got to love Shannon. She really cares for her ladies. I have to say that, Shannon. For you to reach out of your busy day, to reach out to me, that meant so much to me. That I said, this lady is real and I have to join and do the work. I haven't looked back since. And this year I had the opportunity to become a coach and I really love it. I love helping the ladies. It's just amazing. Just that little things lead to big successes. That's like one of the things that I have to say. You just got trust the process, whatever it is that you're doing. I wanted to do all the things and, you overwhelm yourself because I have to do this. You have to do it perfectly. And you don't.
Yeah.
Life is 50-50 and you just take it one baby step at a time. And by doing that, the weight comes off. Eventually it comes off. And for me, being able to cook, because I love to cook for my family, whatever I want, as long as I write it down, it's amazing. I don't have to cook something separate for me because it's not a diet. It's just, I can have anything. If I want a piece of cake, I can have it. It's freedom. That's the only way I can explain it. It really is freedom.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I had a lot of mind drama for a long time about my weight, but more importantly, it's so interesting because as I do this work, the weight is like the least important thing to me. It is starting to have this belief in myself that I am this human that is worthy of taking space in this world. And I am worthy of love and beauty and all the things, and that I don't have to hide in the corner and feel shameful because I'm not, whatever it is someone may think I should be. Ladies, in our previous podcast, one of the coaches said, there is no there. And I think about this too, just with what Nancy said about freedom. The freedom is now, today. And that today you can feel freedom. We keep waiting. And when we start to feel it today, when we start to think differently today, when you look at your body and start loving it today, it's so good. It's so good. So Coach Dana, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello. Well, I am Coach Dana, and Shannon, I have to say, when I joined you 3 years ago it's July of 2020, right? You had 35 podcast episodes. So I was able to binge listen to you in probably one afternoon. That is not the case anymore, right? So I am Coach Dana, and I am a mom, and I'm a wife, and I'm a grandma. My grandkids call me Lala. And I joined off of a challenge in July of 2020. I was looking for another weight loss plan. The ones that I had hidden in my nightstand were no longer working for me. My husband didn't know about them.
Yes.
And I found you, I was scrolling on Facebook That was the best day of my life. I started doing your challenge. I ended up joining. And let me tell you, when I first joined, this is legit like a college course for weight loss. There's nothing like it. I'm telling you, there's so much stuff, right? We have so much stuff available to us. And it is so wonderful. But I totally get the new ladies come in and there's like so much. We've got so much content. And so what I like to recommend to our new ladies is just start slow. We like to tell them baby steps, tiptoe if you have to, and just pick a couple of things to start off with. Just go in and find something that resonates with you, a couple little things that you want to try. And we ask them just to make a minimum baseline. How many days a week are you going to do this particular process? Then just go for it. And I find like they just have so much success doing those simple steps that once they master them, they can just start adding more things on down the line. Gives them a little success, encourages them to keep moving forward, and they're learning. Like these new ladies come in and it just blows my mind. I was confused about everything. And these ladies come in and they're like just boom, boom, boom. They totally get it. But I love seeing these women have so much success. And the mindset stuff, it's the best. The losing the weight part, it's like the cherry on top. It's just like a little afterthought, because once you start doing this work, you just change so much for the better.
I think so too. And, as you were talking and Nancy was talking, I was thinking about, we do have some ladies that come in and they're really like, right. Or they get overwhelmed, because I think for so long, there's this craze out there right now. I think it's called 75 hard. And I've seen, friends of mine or, people on the internet doing this thing. It's a whole thing. And there's like 10 different things you do every day. 2 hours of exercise, I think, a day, and meditate. I don't know. It's like all the things. That is the epitome. And it's just like, do everything you can to do it for 75 days, right? And then what? And what? Can you maintain this laundry list of things? And that is just such a prime example of what we've been taught. We go to Weight Watchers and, it's like, here's this, weigh your food, count your points, log your points, do this, exercise, and you're adding in so many components. And so automatically you just feel overwhelmed. And Dana was talking about like, hey, we have a lot of stuff. We do. Transform is a elite weight loss program. It has lots of modules, content, tools, help to have success in this work. I think for me, and you ladies will have to tell me if you have the same thought, it is really about doing one thing at a time, like one small step. And it is opposite of what anyone will tell you. Your brain will tell you it's not fast enough. It's not quick enough. But I tell you, ladies, it took me, 2.5 years, I think, to lose my weight. And it was the fastest I had ever lost it, because I had been on the diet roller coaster for 38 years. For 38 years, I gained and lost weight, gained and lost weight, gained and lost weight, 50 pounds, 100, I don't even know, so much stuff. This slowing down so that you can create new habits, so you can create new neural pathways in your brain, so that you can continue to learn and grow and it not be a part-time job. Right? Oh my gosh. So Coach Nancy, as you work with new clients, what is something that you could, share with the ladies out there about just getting started in this work of learning how to lose weight for the last time?
Just let them know there's no right or wrong. There's not, you're always going to have ups and downs, yes. Are you going to hit a plateau? Of course you are. But the weight will come off if you continue to do the work. Just those little things. Sometimes you have to go back to the basics and the weight does come off. I mean, for me, I've lost 35 pounds, but I've kept it off and it's wonderful. But I've gained so much more that I gain confidence. And
you're looking pretty hot today, Nancy.
Never. Do a photo shoot? Never. Be on a magazine? Never.
Yes.
Just amazing.
Good.
Take those baby steps, and just, you never have to start over. This is your journey and it's your time.
Yes, I love it. Dana, what would you tell the ladies who are starting this work, who are feeling a little overwhelmed? They're used to just doing all the things. Where do they begin? What would you recommend to a new client of like the first step?
Well, I was just thinking about this today, actually. What really hit home with me was your realistic plan. So that's where we just plan out our meals. It takes literally 5 minutes to figure out what I'm going to have for dinner, breakfast, lunch, whatever the next day. And I think what happens is sometimes the new ladies get in, they're trying to get off that diet roller coaster. They've got all the old thoughts, right? They've got it's healthy food, it's a bad food, you can't do sugar, you can't do carbs. So, like, dismiss all of it. Just let all of that stuff go. And I just simply ask them when they come in to try a realistic plan. It takes a lot of the drama out of what am I going to eat today? You don't have to stand in the fridge and try to figure things out. You do it ahead of time. And I like to have them make it realistic because a lot of our ladies are thinking it has to be diety. Oh, I can't put cereal on there. That's not diet food. You can eat whatever you want. You can eat the foods you like. You can have whatever you want. Just put it on your plan. Just follow your plan. And we have breakfast, lunch, dinner. Some ladies choose, skip breakfast. It's totally tailored to whatever you want because it's your plan. Shannon doesn't give you a plan. She doesn't tell you foods to avoid or foods to include. It's the foods that fuel your own body, and you get to decide what that is. And so when you have that kind of freedom, that's a no-brainer. I mean, you can just plan out what you like to eat and then just follow your plan. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's a great first step. Yeah. I love the realistic plan. And ladies, if you want to know more about it, in Transform Boss, of course, go to your coursework and it's in module 2. If you are not in Transform Boss yet, we'll link the podcast episodes because we have a few on it into the show notes so that you can listen. But I do too. I love it because it just takes the drama and the obsession. I did not want to obsess about food anymore. I was so tired of obsessing. I was like the hostage with myself in this hostage negotiations of should I eat this? Should I not eat this? This is healthy. This is not. And I love that piece. And again, it's just starting with one thing. Ooh, I like it. I know. It's so good. Ladies, Coach Nancy, Coach Dana, they're part of our community. They're part of the fabric of Transform Boss. They're the most beautiful and they're there to support and help you. So if you're in Transform Boss, you can always reach out to them or any of our coaches. We want to support and help you. And of course, if you want to learn more about taking this work deeper, then come join us in Transform. Go to jointransformboss.com and you can learn all about it. Coach Dana, Coach Nancy, I love you, ladies. You were brilliant. I will see all of you next week. And don't worry, next week we've got 2 more coaches. Ooh, we're going to get in. Love it. Bye for now.